And when you do it the way I teach it, you're pulling the right people into the room so that you have high sales conversions and you can make a lot of money from your virtual events. And the great thing is, when you do it the way I teach it, you don't even need a lot of people in the room to have 50K to 100K plus events. So one virtual event, if it can bring you in that kind of revenue, it would be worth running those, right? I love when coaches, consultants, and professional service providers want to do big things in their business. They want to rise to the top and influence their market and the world around them. They want to have a greater impact and make a more lucrative income. Well, if this is you, welcome to Expert in You Podcast, the show where I interview other experts and coaches, consultants, so that they can share their success strategies with you. We're going to talk about marketing and how to close more sales, how to get more premium clients, and how to really build your visibility in the market and scale your business like a boss. If this is you, welcome to the show. I want to ask you to subscribe and hit the notification bell right now so you don't miss one episode. Grab your coffee and buckle up because we are ready to give it all to you to help you become the expert and get paid as the expert that you are. If you are ready to level up and scale up your coaching, consulting, or professional service business, then I want to share with you 3 ways to do that. Okay, 3 ways that I absolutely love to grow your business. What I'm talking about is stepping into the expert spotlight. What does this mean exactly? I'm talking about creating your own stage. So of course you can go and speak, you can get on other people's stages. That's a great strategy to grow your business, to bring in high caliber clients, to get big opportunities, but it's not creating your own stage. So today I want to talk about how to create your own stage so that you don't ever have to wonder where your next client is going to come from, and you can grow your business faster and easier. Now, the first strategy I love is the podcast strategy. For the first year of my podcast, it brought me 0 because I didn't have the right strategy in place. But once I dialed it in, it has become a consistent way to grow my business. I have not only been able to get really high-end clients from my podcast, but I've built great partnerships. I built JV partners, and I've even built out people on my team that were originally on my podcast. I love to use my show to network with the right people. And this is the same thing I teach my clients to do. Now, the other side of podcasting is guesting. And even though you're not quite creating your own stage, you're still going after the stages that you want to be on, and you can do it virtually. And the thing that I love about speaking virtually is you can literally do several hours in one day, and you don't even have to travel to do it. So if you are not using the podcast strategy, both hosting your own show and guesting, you're missing out on big opportunity. Just having my show has elevated my brand. I've been able to share my expertise, and it's even brought me bigger opportunities to go speak and get on stages. I've been invited to speak in Bali and Phoenix this year, and there are other opportunities that have opened up. I've been invited to be on the cover of people's magazines. All of this has come because of my podcast. So I highly recommend the right podcast strategy. Now, if you need some help with this, we can help you get this in place in the right way so that you have a predictable and consistent system that can bring in clients and get you opportunities and grow your business. All you need to do is book a call with me at acarden.com, and let's talk about how you can do this. All right. Second marketing strategy that I love is when you step into the expert spotlight is to go and speak to other people's communities. There's nothing more powerful than going and sharing your expertise with someone else's audience that they have already taken the time and invested the time and energy and money to build out. And when you get to go and share your expertise with their audience, wow, it can be a game changer for you. It's a really powerful strategy to bring in more clients. I can remember one time I was asked to go speak to a small mastermind group, someone that was recommending my Expert in You book to her mastermind because my book is basically a blueprint for building a coaching, consulting, or professional service business. And she said, Anne, everybody has your book. Would you come in and just do like a 30-minute talk, or let them ask you questions? I said, of course I would do that. Now it's virtual, so it didn't take me any time except the 30 minutes that I got into the group. And out of that came a $36,000 client. So it was so worth the time that I spent. And so this is another great way, but you can actually set up speaking to other people's audiences as a lead generation strategy. It can be a really powerful lead generation strategy for you. The third strategy I absolutely love is virtual events. Now, if you want to see my 6-step process for running high-end virtual events and being able to get those 25, 50K plus months or in paydays, then you can go check out a free training that I put together that walks you through my 6-step process. But what I love about virtual events is when you set these up for high caliber clients, they are super powerful and you can bring in more than one client at a time. So it can really help you bring in multiple clients if you're trying to fill groups or high-level masterminds, or you just want to bring in more clients to build and grow your business. Virtual events is a great way to do that. Again, you're creating your own stage, you're getting to set up your own content, your own event. And when you do it the way I teach it, you're pulling the right people into the room so that you have high sales conversions and you can make a lot of money from your virtual events. And the great thing is, when you do it the way I teach it, you don't even need a lot of people in the room to have 50K to 100K plus events. So one virtual event, if it can bring you in that kind of revenue, it would be worth running those, right? Well, think about if you could bring in even 50K every time you ran a virtual event, or 100K. I've brought in a lot more than that from my virtual events, not making any income claims. I have to be careful about that. But if you could bring in $50,000 in your bank account or $100,000 every time you run a virtual event in your bank account, I'm not talking about bringing in clients and you're still not making a lot of money a month. I'm not talking about that. If you could bring those clients in on a monthly basis, you would be able to add $300,000, $600,000, or even more to your business if you ran one virtual event a month. If you could bring in $100,000 on every virtual event, you've got over $1 million business if you ran one a month. Now, think about this. You're probably saying, how could I bring in $100,000 on one event? Well, what if you could sell 4 $25,000 clients or 2 $50,000 clients in every event you run, and they pay you in full and that money hits your bank account? Well, this is all part of my strategy, and I'm not going to get into that on this video. Again, you can go check out that free training, but this is one of the most powerful strategies to grow your business and have predictable and consistent revenue growth. So 3 strategies again. What did I say? Podcasting with the right strategy. Number 2 is create your own stage, speak to other people's audiences. Number 3 is create your own stage and run virtual events, live virtual events. And when you put these things together, boom, it can change the game for you. So if you want some help doing these things, these are all the marketing strategies I work with my clients on. And I think about even one of my clients a couple weeks ago said, Anne, I'm so excited. I made $50,000 since Friday. And then she messaged me a few days later and she said, guess what? I have another $60,000 coming in because I've got a couple of people now that are ready to buy. So, wow, that's what happens. So would you like to do this too? Book a call with me at acarden.com and let's chat about how you can scale your business and get consistent and predictable growth month over month and literally change your life. All right, I'm Ann Carden. You have an amazing day.
If you've enjoyed this show, then I want to invite you to check out a free automated webinar where I show you how you can bring in ultra high fee clients for $25,000 to $125,000 or even more. I show you how you can do this maybe even in the next 7 to 60 days. So if you want to check out that free webinar, just go to expertinyouaccelerator.com and I'll see you on the inside. You have an amazing day, and until next time, God bless you. Go rock your business.